So I still haven't seen the Richardson Hitchins and this fight with Gustavo Lemos. I can't find it. I think maybe I should look a little harder on YouTube, but I'm going back to watch that fight. And when I'm done watching it, I'm going to make a post-fight reaction, so y'all stay tuned for that. So I can see what everybody's talking about uh, Lemos being robbed by Richardson Hitchins. Because it seems to be a lot of people saying that he was robbed. But with that being said, though, Richardson Hitchins won the fight. He is now the 140-pound IBF mandatory for Subriel Matias, all right? The Terminator of the 140-pound division, pretty much, right? That's what everybody really like to call him. So, Richardson Hitchins, even before the fight with Lemos, he was asked about the other fighters, the other champs. He said, yeah, we can make them happen, but he don't want that, but as far as Matias goes, man, he don't know, because pretty much saying that he don't like the IBF's rule with the 10-pound. I think that's kind of weird too. If y'all could drop some opinions on this, why does the IBF have that, bro? Why don't they just get rid of it? What's the reason of having that putting that 10-pound weight limit thing before the next weight, before the weigh-ins, and I think what they weigh in twice. Weird, it's weird, man. But he's using that as the pretty much what a lot of people are now saying is a duck. People are saying that is a duck of Subriel Matias. He's saying he want to be 100% himself. He don't want that to happen to be like drained and not feel good fighting somebody of that's dangerous like that. Because let's be honest, man, these dudes know. And this guy Matias, I talked about him the other day. Lately, I said, his defense, his best defense is his fucking offense. And while that does work for a while, eventually it's gonna catch up to you. That's just the way it is. It's like if you're drinking too much, yeah, you alright for a little bit, but it's gonna catch up to you eventually. Doesn't matter if it's a power puncher or a pillow fist dude, so people like to say. Those are accumulative punches that you're taking in your face to your head. You get older, man, that shit gonna wear you out, bro. You guys can say what y'all want. But that's what I was saying. But that doesn't mean he's not dangerous. That doesn't mean that he can't fight. So Richardson Hitchins, he may be, he might be honest here when he's talking about maybe the weight issue, but he also could be masking that to hide the fact that he knows Subriel Matias is a killer and he's a pressure fighter and he got power. You feel me? He said he probably don't believe in his skill set right now to take on a Matias. You see the difference with Devin Haney? He said he'll take the fight with Matias. Haney believe in his skill set. But he is the mandatory, man. So I think Richardson Hitchins, man, his team, they got a lot of fucking thinking to do. Because, you are now the mandatory for Subriel Matias, man. And either you're gonna jump through that fire, and you can learn a lot from that fight. Hopefully, if he does take the fight, his team prepare him as best as he can be prepared. Strengthen his chin, get some neck exercises going, teach him how to sit there in the pocket just a little bit. Because listen, man, I'll probably make a separate video about that. I think I might. I'm not gonna really get into that here, but I'm gonna talk about that, about power punches and pure boxers, and why, I used to say I was under this impression like, you can be a pure boxer and make it through a lot of shit, which is true, but I think eventually, man, you gonna run into somebody that does have power, but they got also a high IQ, and they can move themselves. So what's gonna happen if you can't take their punch, or when you start slowing down because you outboxing and you're trying to move around the whole fight and you start slowing down? You gotta have a emergency option, and that might have to be sitting in the pocket banging with the motherfucker for a little bit, in order to do that, because Got strengthen certain parts of your body to be ready for shit like that. That's all. But this is a very dangerous fight for Richardson Hitchins. According, if he looked as bad as people say he looked in his fight against Lemos, like I said, I haven't seen it, and I'm gonna give my opinion on it. I might just go watch it now. So let me know what y'all think about Richardson Hitchins now. The IBF 140-pound mandatory for Subriel Matias. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all stay safe.